Hey everybody, this video is called Nail in the Coffin and it applies to parental estrangement. I don't know about you, but there's a rock bottom for each one of us where we finally say, I have to let my adult son or daughter go. I have to do it for my mental, emotional health, my well-being. I have to do it to save my life. And I'm letting you know this because there comes a final nail in the coffin when you say, I can't do this anymore. And I did this years ago when I received a do not contact letter from my youngest. I stopped reaching out. When my oldest daughter came back and left again and took off, I let her go. I decided to rebuild my life, and it's been now 14 years since the inception of everything. And by chance, by accident, I was able to find my daughters on TikTok. I don't use TikTok. I don't do Snap. I don't do anything like that. I'm just a simple person. I do Facebook and that's about it. But I found my daughters on TikTok. My youngest daughter, I looked at her page and she had 5 videos of something, just music or whatever. And then I went and scrolled because it comes up with people you may know, and if they're still in your phone through email, phone numbers, etc., through contact, they will come up. So I went on my oldest daughter's TikTok and I unfortunately dove into the shallow end. I hit my head, so to speak, because I felt like I was banging my head against a effing wall. So all of her videos are public, and I'm just gonna read some that she has put out there. She said, from a young age, I could feel like something was off. I learned how to numb myself, put everyone first, and constantly put a smile on my face. I didn't realize till I was older that I was being raised by a narcissistic mother. My sister is the only one that also grew up in that household. The abuse we dealt with was more emotional and mental. I decided to choose me. I chose to go no contact with my mother in 2011, 2017. I tried giving my mother a second chance in 2014, but she proved me right. She won't ever change, and that's okay. I have also learned that my abuse is still abuse. I can choose to change, grow, and heal into a better self. I still go through rough times. Keep choosing myself. She has a great support system, of which I am grateful. That's cool. And then in another video, it says, growing up the oldest of a narcissistic mother. She invaded my sister's and I's privacy, barely had food in the house. She was the housekeeper. She numbed herself. She was the family problem solver. I love bombed them. She was a mother to me and her sister. I followed her into the bedroom after fights and continued to yell while she sobbed. I make her do too much labor. Question for you, to my oldest daughter. If that was true, if you were abused, why didn't anyone step in and take you from me? I'm trying to figure it out. If that was the case, why didn't your teachers, principal, aunts and uncles, grandparents, cousins, friends' moms, why didn't someone step in and save you? If we didn't have food, why were your friends over at our house either every day or every weekend? I didn't hide you. I didn't lock you in a bunker. I didn't keep you from the world. I didn't homeschool you. I didn't keep you from family or friends. How in the hell can you say you were mentally and emotionally abused? Too much labor? I don't think you understand what a labor camp is. I required our house to be clean. That meant doing the dishes and laundry, vacuuming and picking up and making sure there wasn't anything on the floor. And your room was a mess. And after a while, I just shut the door and and let it be, because sometimes that's how teenagers choose to have their rooms. Your sister's room was pretty clean, but your room was not. I'm sorry you feel this way. I have apologized. If I was mentally and emotionally abusive, why did you return while you were in a relationship with someone? Not only choose to sign a lease with me once for a year, but then a year after that. And why did you accept my generosity when you needed a vehicle? Not just vehicles I had given to you, but then a vehicle loan. I'm just wondering, I'm kind of curious why nobody saved you from me. I never claimed to be perfect. I don't think you realize what mental and emotional abuse is. You have no idea what kind of home I was raised in. Father who was an alcoholic, mother who never showed us love, never gave us hugs and kisses, never told us she loved us, never encouraged us and told us we were wanted, and etc. You have no idea. Why? Because you were given everything that I didn't have. And I'm sure my mother did the same for me. But how dare you? That's all I'm going to say about this. If you want to meet with a therapist and sit down and talk, I would be open to that. But I will not be accused on social media or other of mentally and emotionally abusing you. Absolutely not. I never said I was perfect. I raised you after I was brutally assaulted in the military, didn't get help for it, then married a man who abused me throughout the course of our marriage while you were little. And it wasn't until years after even you were gone that I finally got help for my traumas. So I did my best in that given situation, but how dare you? Anyone that meets me, anyone from your past can can tell you and vouch for me and say that I was a good mother and that you were loved and that they were around, and had they seen any warning signs, someone would have called CPS. And your dads, both of them, why didn't they file for custody? Because you were around them. I did not keep you from your dads either. So answer those questions. And if you want to take down your TikTok, you go right ahead, but it's public. And I'm actually sorry I saw it, but it confirms that I'm making the right decision for me. I'm in a loving relationship. I have an awesome husband, and I'm not going to spend any more time on this. So with that, if you want to meet up with a therapist, I'm game. But I bet you won't, because they will see the truth. That's all I've got, and I'll be back.